Yo, so what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jai. I got a quick little video for y'all today. Shoot, a lot of shit been just happening to me over the past few months. Kind of still been stressing about that, but shit, we're not gonna speak on that in this video. In today's video, we got a little story time. You feel me? And that story time video is about a little fight I got into. And so, before I start off the video, I just want to give a little bit of context about the people. I ain't gonna say no names or whatever like that. I'm just gonna make up some names when it comes down to the story. But yeah, that's what we're gonna get into. So basically, this happened around back in like 7th or 8th grade type shit. I think I'm like 13 or 12 at this time. So we're staying in this neighborhood, blah blah blah. It always be a lot of kids coming out, and just like normal kids, we will all just play together all the time and stuff like that. We'll play basketball, football, all type of shit, trampoline, nigga, eating goddamn frozen ice and shit like that. Yeah, we had all that shit, just like all in the neighborhood and shit. So on this specific day, we like playing like 3-on-3 on some shit, basketball, like right in front of my house. And basically, while we playing this shit, we play a couple games and stuff like that. You know, I'm up in here doing niggas in, nigga. We up over here steady winning. I'm steady making bucket after bucket after bucket on some shit. Like, nigga, I'm just that cold. You feel me? But for real though. But yeah, like, nigga, we just playing a whole lot of games and shit like that. So at this point in time, it's nighttime now, and like the street lights on, nigga. Street lights on, you better get your ass back in the house on some shit. But yeah, the street lights out, nigga. We playing the game. We all tired and shit. We was about to play one more game, but before that, we was taking a little break, just shooting around and some shit. And so like, the nigga who I fought with, his little cousin, basically was shooting the ball, and the nigga bricked, and I grabbed the ball from him, and so he gonna try to get mad and be like, "Hey nigga, why you take the ball from my cousin?" I'm like, huh? I'm like, nigga, he shot the ball and missed. I'm gonna give it back to him after I make my shot. Cause like, he just a little kid, so I was good giving the ball back, but nigga, it's my fucking ball and my fucking goal, nigga. So what you mean I can't get my own shit? So I'm like, man, so I'm like, man, look, you tripping or whatever, blah blah blah. So I'm like, so then after that, it's a girl out there too. It's a girl out there basically, and she trying to instigate the shit. She in the background like, "Oh, bro, you not from wherever you from if you don't swing on the nigga." And that nigga is me. "Yeah, you not from where you from, blah blah blah. You ain't from this, you ain't that if you don't go and fight that nigga." I'm like, bro, for real. So I'm like, nigga, y'all tripping over a fucking ball, nigga? Is it that goddamn serious on some shit? So then, basically after that, I'm like, man, fuck it. And so I guess the nigga decided he wanted to fight me on some shit. So I'm already prepared and some shit. And then, like, you know how I was just saying, nigga, we playing basketball, we getting hot when you play basketball. So I ain't had no shirt on and shit. And like, nigga, we playing on the road, where, you know, it be all type of rocks and glass and shit, nigga. So this nigga, he decides that he wanna try to slam me. But I stopped that shit. Like, you ain't getting that, nigga. You ain't slamming me on some shit. And like, so the nigga, he tried to slam me, but I fucking catch him like this. I put that nigga in a fucking bear hug, and I stop him from slamming me, and I fucking peck on that nigga. So I'm hitting that nigga in his head and shit. Nigga fall down, and so like, he fall down to the ground, and so he grabbed my leg when he fell down, so he made me fall down with him. And so like, nigga, we just on the ground, boom, punching each other, blah blah blah, and some shit and stuff like that. I'm like, man. So then, and then I ain't gonna lie, while we was fighting too, cause you know how I said it was other niggas out there. They was his cousins or like friends or some shit. I can't really remember if they was cousins or just friends. Like I feel like one of them niggas had tried to hit me. They was trying to jump in on some shit. And I'm like, man, so after the fight got over, we all on the ground. I ain't had no shirt on, nigga. I got glass all in my fucking back and shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck? And so like these niggas, bro, gonna fucking they was spending the night at the old lady house down the street. So the old lady, she already be on bullshit because she don't even really like me like that. She on some bullshit. I go to the house real quick till my mama what just happened. And so like my mama walked down with me to the old lady house, and the old lady talking about she called the police, calling the police on me. Like I started the shit. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? And so like shit, my mama going off on the old lady and stuff like that. And shit like that. They up in there telling lies to the woman, saying I did this and that. But so then after a while the police show up, and so the police show up and they start trying to question us and shit like that. But then I got another neighbor, the little old guy. He had seen everything because he always be on his porch and shit. Like he seen the whole thing from the start to the end. So he vouched for me. He like, nah, bro, he ain't do nothing. Like, shoot, he ain't the one who started that shit. Cause like they was finna try to take me to jail that night, and I'm like, nah, I ain't do shit. I'm like, them niggas try to hit me first, and I just fought back. And so eventually after that, like the police left and shit like that, and I just head back to the house. But shit, I ain't gonna lie, after that fight, me and them niggas was cool. We like, nigga, that's how it always be. Like you'll have them fights with them niggas, and then you'll be cool with them niggas. Like, but yeah, that's how it was. Shit, I don't hold grudges against folks or nothing like that. But yeah, they probably, if they watch my channel, they probably know who they is. They probably know what story I'm talking about. But shit, I became friends with them niggas a little bit. I ain't as cool as with them no more. I don't really speak with them, but like we became back friends on some shit. And hey, this is where I'm finna end off the video. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, comment if you want to see some other stuff. It's been your boy Jai, and I'm out.